So here, executing an ERP structure incorporates re-engineering the present business methods to the best business plan standard here. And there are some here, each one of the system in association must fit in with the ERP shows here. The cost and points of the interest of accumulating to an ERP model could be high. This is especially substantial if the association game plans to uncover the system around the globe also. It is not easy to motivate everyone to agree the comparative method also. Now here is the next point is that is an affiliation needs to change the methodology to fit in with the ERP package also. Then there are some right when an affiliation changes the attempt to suit its needs, the total cost of execution rises also. Therefore, the more customization and more critical use of cost also there. Here, it should be associated, should be keep their systems as is the by all accounts there. Then there is integration. There is a solid case towards the solitary ERP React in due request with the respect to whole affiliation. Most applications feel that the having solitary cheaper constructs a run of the mill regular view. The basic to serve their clients profitably and is the keeping with the structure in future also. There are some points ERP programming here. And there are outcast of ERP programming called middleware, which can be used for coordinate programming and applications from a couple of vendors to ERP wise here. Unluckily, middleware is not open for all particular programming. These things that are accessible in the market here. The middleware vendors concentrate just on major standard package also. Then there are regularly affiliations and need to develop their own interfaces for the production your point, there are also switches and climbs to either ERP programming or other programming that is incorporated with the ERP here. The next point is mixed issues. Here it is extraordinary if the middleware joins the ERP bundle of association with traders associations in the generation arranges also. Then there is application spend up to 50% of their IT spending anticipate the application mix also here. The next point is that is of here one of the huge focal point of ERP courses of action is the reconciliation of the bring together in affiliation. Now here before joining, the helpful divisions used to work storage facilities and were moved back to experience the results of the mistakes distinctive workplaces submitted also. The information stream was to some degree direct, and the workplace that submitted the mistakes and had inexhaustible time and to clear them for uh, bungles and start affecting substitute workplaces also. Here are some points about the, for instance, given slip ups and that the assembling area of an involvement made in its build resources could be collision of the operations in also. Then there are in the age of office and addition to the stock of office, accounting office and others also. Here, the impact of these errors could be blocked to an association. For example, esteemed botics of on purchase solicitations could mislead the cash-related specialist by giving blended perspective of how much is the association is spending on materials here. Associations having considered regarding the possible risk of the goods and make authentic steps here. For instance, examination of the trade and figuring out of the to get changes in the issue of what they should be happen here. Then there is a proper mean to pass on to each one of the social events also. Eight workers saw that it was the result of the wrong bills of material and they made essential alterations since they knew the correct number of parts anticipated would create. Then, in any case of association, did not have any techniques to educate others in case of misstep were found in the data. The domino effect of the working domains of the business. Stock administrators through the association of more than was on the rack. Here, there is associations completing electronic supply chain go up against different sorts of issues with the reconciliation of information over the stock system association also. The huge test is in the impact of the robotization and here business methodology also. Here you will find that mechanizing changes way association deals with each other from planning to purchase to paying, then setting and control. Then there are also some points of here that is associations are stressed over how much information they need to grant here. Then it is also huge stage of impact robotization. Mechanisms changes association deals with each other for planning to purchase and sharing to control information have all the earmarks of beginning genuine also. Here you will get the idea of the general fear is that the sharing here too much information to hurt their business also. Concerning information, association realize that it is difficult to control what they have also control and what they have not assert here. Here is associations also need to trust their accessories and that must be organized with each other in the chain also here. Now here there are in enterprise resource consultants, planning consultants here. Since the ERP promotes has gone to its gigantic so fast, there has been an absence of the able masters also. The capacity need is performed to a point that is cannot be filled rapidly. The second point is that is of execution of demand different aptitudes also. Third one is one may find a pro with the decent name in the couple of zones, yet he may require ability also. Then how to implement time here? ERP structure come in module plan and do not don't should be complete absolutely as soon as possible also. For example, here SAP R3 is made out of couple of complete modules that could be picked in the executed here. It is also dependable upon the application needs also. Then there is a third point is that is of ordinary time frame for you find that the execution is around the 14 months and it can take as much as 150 experts also here. And there are some more than the amount of units, more than drawn out execution. Moreover, as the degree of execution creates from a single claim to fame unit of different units and spread out of all around here. There are some fundamental techniques of ERP, and those techniques are here given as financial management, business intelligence, then supply chain management, human resource management, and here also manufacturing operations also. These are some six point is integration. Then there are also some cross-functional integrated ERP system also. There are also implementation of cost. Then there are some here points, implementation of cost also. Once the peak laborers are set up, the wake of contributing console entire money, it is the best to hold them, especially in market that is insatiable for talented SAP counselors also. At the end of each unit, you are given here summary and key concept also. Here the key concept first one is financial management. It is the organizing and planning, directing, controlling the financial activity that is known as financial management here. Then second is human resource management. It is the process of recruitment and selection of employees, providing orientation in induction, training, and development also. The next point is that is integration. Here, numeral integration, computing an integral with the numeral methods, usually with the computer and integration by parts, a method for computing here that is the integral of the product function, integration by substitution. It is a method for computing integrals by using change of variables here. There are also some questions at the end of each unit here, just like first question is define ERP, that means give the definition. Then what are the main micro concepts of ERP? Then when do the ERP system set generic process produce the dramatic improvements here? Fourth question is what are the direct benefits of ERP? So these are some questions are given here. There are also some further reading and reference books are given here. You will find that. And then there is unit number 5 here, a business process management for ERP here. A review of ERP programming, arrangement, small, medium, and substantial venture sellers arrangement also there. Then there are some from the mid of 1990s, ERP help organizations in driving down their cost and furthermore help to uh, them working all more effectively also. Successful information will get for the administration additionally help streamlining in the business procedure adequately arranging, fabricating, promoting deals, the setting administration continue, make guides, stock control, budgetary following, and client benefit also. So here there are some unit objectives are given here at end of at the starting point here. Unit objectives are here. Identify different types of financial models then understand various categories of small, medium, and large enterprises and know about the ERP functions model and its various stages also here. Here, first one point is that is of small, medium, and large enterprises vendor solution. The adaptability which ERP offers certainly a major favorable position which introduce the independent venture, adaptability, and the constant control over the cost and employments are key elements for the little estimated organization also here. In the view of all these necessities, ERP merchants have made establishment of related programming as less perplexing with the considerable less manual occupation required here. Then a decent ERP framework accompanies fundamental elements that will give the usefulness of looking at the hours of working of experts and genuine hours of work which was paid as compensation there. So these with this ERP, they could screen the season of generation, cost representative action, then general execution of organization and numerous more urgent data. Here there is also there are some portions of the alterations models in the ERP are as follows. And those portions of here given first point is that is a production planning model. It is the framework of advanced material resource planning also. ERP is more vigorous program for generating, arranging as it advances the usage of assembling the meat also. Then second point is purchase model here. Here, this modula has helped the streamlining the acquisition of required crude materials. It is coordinated with the stock control and creating arrangement of modules and frequently with the store of network administration and programming also. This modula has robotizing the way to the distinguishing potential providers and providers assessment. It is utilized to mechanization and administration of obtaining. Third point is that is of inventory control module. Here, this module is helping management of association advantage stock and thing stocks also. Here, the stock control module secures the stock present and different regions like the stock room also. Next model is sales model. This is computerized models and business undertaking clients arrangement also there. Here, this business office is imperative as range of the here for the association. The next model is accounting and finance. This is related to the accounting and finance middle zones of affiliation. It is also interface with the other valuable modules to accumulate the cash related data for general record and other financial announcement also there. Then there is next point is that is of here human resource model. In this model, you will find that this can be based on the free module, which is used for organization selection method, fund getting ready, and execution evaluation process also. There is next module is that is manufacturing model. This is incorporating atom of outlining, bills of material, then cost administration, work process, and so forth. Next is a marketing model here. It is advertising model, cluster lead age, and limited time exercises. So these are some models here. 8 models are there. Each of these about handy models of PRP are giving specialization and realize the segment of models all over according to their requirements also. These models streamline the flood of correspondence over the association by planning distinctive responsible division also here. These specific yet perfectly fused models are over the most cover utilization and needs of the affiliation. The programmatic pragmatic models of ERP programming help to finish efficiency of the operations, cost finance, and help to intensify the advantages here. Next point is there is business process re-engineering. In this, essential options are also there in this here ERP. For these circumstances, specialized will develop a better than average sentiment process and presentation and proprietorship. Here, this would in like manner and revamp course of action, keeping with the line of affiliation structure, culture, and existing IT also. Then there is next point is that is of here the weaknesses. The second decision of executing ERP package is also to grasp the ERP with minimum division with this here minimum division of the standard setting. Each one of the strategies in association with the to accelerate the ERP show and application needs to change its present work practices also here and change over the what ERP structure is offering it. This approach of execution offers a world-class capable and convincing technique is there with the work in measures and controls and presumably going to be quickly presented here. In any case, if the labor does not have extraordinary cognizance of their inward customers' needs or current system, or if those strategies are not especially portrayed and chronicled, by then it is extremely possible that while picking the standard methodology there. From the ERP package, agents will do not able to see an inconvenience inclined to be experienced here. The midst of the execution organized here. Agents should require to process ownership and presentation here. Other than particular issues like affiliation structure, culture, non-attendance of commitment of people, etc., can provide genuine execution difficulties are there to fulfill full favorable circumstances at the standard ERP package may not be defined here. There is, in like manner, a third option of re-engineering business process in the midst of the execution of ERP. In any case, it does not thought to be sensible option and is here likely going to make most extraordinary there. Then there is ERP and BPR can go as an inseparable unit here. An association's administration may utilize BPR as the method for making gender at present operations of business and to decide how best it will be. There is also some point of here continuing the outlining the picking another ERP. The objective of this business is redesigning and it is also here. That is the point here. Regularly, BRP will concentrate on particular piece of business similar to cost client administration, then showing the promoting utilizing BPR does not recall really from ERP. In spite of the fact that that is ERP is also BPR connected very much late to BPR may find there is no requirement of ERP stage in the here. Now there are some business process management. This term is administration covers how we consider, organize, change, and screen business strategies to ensure that they are effectively and can be improved after some time. Often encompass the extent that the step is step by step teamwork here Business process management is the best sort of the business chip away at encompassing methodology and compose strategies. It is not a development. However, there are headways and accessible that pass on descriptor because of what they enable to be particular perceiving alternative or existing strategies. So they line up with the pin for most likely improved future circumstances, and it is tried that with the formulating and directing better course of the work, complete and successful utilization BPM here. Then the next point, there are some not includes accompanying organizing around comes about not endure, then correcting and upgrading them prior motorizing them, then establishing system and doing out ownership of remembering that the work and upgrade simply glide away. Then there is also standardized steps over the endure, so they can be more instantly understood and regulated, enabling the relentless change so the overhaul can be extended and spread after some time, improving the coexistence of techniques then rather than building significantly new or come full circle. Once since that they can be also because that the fact has to be distinctive, invalidate any increase altitude there. There are also some points of here that is BPM ought not to be a one-time work out. It ought to be include the ceaseless assessment of procedures and incorporate taking activities to enhance the aggregate scheme of the procedure here. This all prompts constant cycle of assessing and enhancing the association. There are some steps of business planning of management here, and those are five, six steps are there. First one is analyze, second is monitor, third is automatic, then fourth is manage, fifth is redesigned and model, and sixth is implemented. So getting information to where it need to go, when it needs to go there, then is simply bit of the plan of a critical piece of the rest incorporates first requiring the encounters you require here. Pass on to you is rapidly usable design. This is the thing that genuinely matters to reporting, addressing, programming also. Here, accomplishment of depends on in a broad meaning, measures on how well you name the data in your walls so it can be recognized and included when fitting requests follow over there. Here, common warehouse meta model, a whole specific dialect structure and semantic, the data warehousing and business information is mechanical assembly here. And then another one is release and control by the object management group here, OMG. CWN, that means Common Warehouse Meta Model, decides the interface that can be used to enable the exchange of stockroom and business learning metadata between stockroom gadget and stockroom stages. Here, the stockroom metadata stores the scattered heterogeneous conditions. It relies upon three measures are there. And those three measures are Unified Modeling Language, an object of management group OMG. Then second is MOF here. MOF means Meta Object Facility. and OMG here meta modeling and metadata storehouse standard. Third is XMI. XML metadata interchange on OMG here, that is object management group here. The CWM models furthermore enable customers to take after the heredity of the data, giving articles that depict where the data began from and when and how it was made. Instances of meta models are exchanged by methods for XML, that is metadata interchange XMI chronology. The most clear of these is the style known as directing fundamental work process. It moves content routinely as standard files also. Then there are, it would be here, and is one consider the earned B2 here going, guiding trends of the exceptional delegated with no automated meters also there. Work progress process is an option that is also to other than a recent quietly moving things from A to B and B to C and C to D. Since it empowers the errands of the finish in parallel, saving time and growing benefit also. BPM itself, possibly the ultra process and change techniques, since the unequivocally addresses the multifaceted idea of the among the applications and cross-fault structures and joint data given here. Regularly controlled and by business rules, it incorporates a lot of operations and examination and stream charting also there. There are some we ought to recall the business techniques should be fused and compact workforce and how mobile phone factor into accomplishment of general legitimate goals here. There are some BPM is a productive approach to manage upgrading and association business frame. For example, here BPM application could screen getting structure for missing things or walk an agent through steps to research why demand did not arrive. BPM also gives an association the capacity to characterize, execute, and oversee and refine form. It is a precise approach of the management upgrading association business frames. For example, here BPM application could be screen tolerating structure for missing things or walk an agent through the steps research of why a demand did not arrive. It is the essential development that the develops the advancing participation among IT also. Then there is, it gives an association of the capacity to characterize, execute, oversee, and refine forms that involves human connection. For example, setting orders works with numerous applications. Then there is also handle dynamic process standards. Then there is also essential part of the incorporate process demonstrating a graphical depiction of methodology that ends up in being bit of the applications and directs how the business system performs when you run application there. There is also some here applications. Another basic part of the what has been named business development checking also. Then streaming shape incorporates people and dynamic changes has been troublesome genuinely. One hindrance to change has been non-attendance of detectable quality and ownership for the safe. Here that the negative handiwork place or claim for frame unit. Moreover, the business as often as possible changes earlier than the IT can invalidate applications that business release upon to do its work also. Here there is also summary objectives of actual business. Then there are some key terms are there, and those key concepts or key terms here. Business process management. It is the process of management systematic approach to making an organization workflow more effective. Then second key concept is business process re-engineering. It is the process that aims the cutting down enterprise cost and process redundancies also. So these are key concepts here. Then there are some exercises also here, and you will find that some questions are given for you here. That is the first one is what do you mean by business process management? Then second is that is what do you mean by business process re-engineering? Then there is also next question is that is of here that is what is relation between BPM and BPR there. So these are three questions. Then there is also next unit is that is unit number 6. You will find that there is unit number 6 ERP solutions and fundamental module as there. Here there are some introduction, objectives, functional modules of ERP. There are 7 function modules of ERP, that is production planning, purchase, inventory control, sales, market, then financial and HR module. Then there are also here introduction given enterprise resource planning, ERPs, these business process administration and programming that enables an association to utilize it also. Here the coordinated application to deal with the business and robotics manage backbone office capacities also. There are all these information records and data being displayed at one place. This reduces the multiplicity of document and also provides a proper platform for the user here. There are also some unit objectives. Here are 2 unit objectives are there to know about ERP software and to understand its functions models here. First one is given here functional models of ERP software. Here ERP includes the various items models. Each ERP program is a mix of of affiliation and consistence of ERP model and joint modulars for organization parts and the models here security, stock control and think of assignment, then mastermind following finance, accounting, publicizing and HR and affiliations frequently, particularly execute ERP models reliable. There is a conceivable here. However, it is not necessary that every enterprise system applications will have all models mentioned above here. But some organizations intending to use customized ERP software generally implement specific ERP modules here that are technically feasible and also economical to implement. Such business organization approach ERP software company with their software requirements and ask them to study and design enterprise system software as per their business, looking at the same the some of the main functional modules here. There is a figure given in your book here, business analysis, CRM, manufacturing, financial management, supply chain management, then here resource, human resource management, and cost planning control. Here, first one is ERP production planning. In the production procedure of advancement of assembling prerequisites, arranging MRP second to ERP. Here, while vendors have developed more healthy programming for the age arranging, guiding firms have been accumulated closer data of realizing creation of arrangement models here. Creation arranging improves the utilization. Here, and that is also the parts and portions of the material resources itself. The second point is purchase model here. The purchase model streamlines obtaining and required unrefined materials also. It automates here, that is method of perceiving potential, and those are here. Purchase model is solidly organized with the stock control and creation arranging models here. Acquiring models is routinely organized with the creation of the organization programming here. There is also ERP inventory control model. Here, ERP inventory control, that is the model number here. Second is that is the stock model empowers the strategy of keeping up the best possible here. Then these activities of stock control incorporates some of the here ERP, and those points must be here given, that is the here ERP model. And in this model here, stock model empowers here, some of the points here must be given here, that is the here ERP 3 is there. Stock models empower the strategy of keeping up the best possible level of stock in stock room. The activities of stock control incorporates into recognizing the stock prerequisites and setting here the stock cultures and coverage of stock status also. Compromise of stock control models with the bargains, purchase, finance models empowers ERP structure to deliver big authority level and reports also. Here is the next point is that is of sales model here. Earning from bargains and are lifeblood of business affiliations and arrangements. Models execute components of demand position here. Organizing, then booking, conveying, and invoicing. Arrangements of this model is immovably planned with the affiliation also. Online business of locals, various ERP dealers offer online client confronting barriers as the noteworthy of this part of the business models here. There is also ERP market in the model. ERP promotion model underpins the lead age coordination and that is only tip to the iceberg. Here next point is that is of ERP financial model. Both income driven affiliation and here are also some points here must be given, that is of ERP cash related model. The cash-related model is focal point of various ERP programming systems. It can also amass cash-related data from various useful workplaces and makes noteworthy money-related reports such resources reports, general record, trail modify, then quarterly budgetary vibrations also, verbalizations. Then there is a 6 to 7 point that is of ERP HR model. It is another comprehensively realized that ERP HR model streamlines the organization of HR and human capital. Here, human capital, that means model routinely keep up the a whole illustrative database including contact information, cooperation, and preferably utilize the expertise of all laborers here. The applications here can execute the segment of models for all those showed their necessities. The associations choose the modules which are truth to be told and monetarily achieve them. These modulars streamline the sure surge of correspondence over the association by planning the distinctive utilization division and so. The understanding resource structure is bound to be all these handy models also. These specific yet incapable plan models covered most of the down-to-earth needs of applications also here. Then variability of these words. The whole cost finance summary is given at the end of each unit. So here there are key concepts here, functional modular ERP. Then second is ERP. These are some points here. Organization asset. Here, organization asset, the term is asset is as the same economic value of own and individual organization, especially with the which could be converted into money. That is, tangible asset is also organization resources of having physical form such as raw material or products, machines, and infrastructure or money also. At the end of each unit, you are given some questions also here. Now we shall stop here because next unit is that is of here MMG 404 here.